right here when it does it. I just keep forgetting. Okay. Mm. Mm. That's not the one though. Nope. Mm. Oh yeah, I could watch somebody play it, but they don't want to. Well, let's start a new game, because I kind of messed up, I think. Yes. I know it's kind of hot, but I don't care. I can always get some ice in a minute.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required...
Was that my...
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that...
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to... They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I...
Yeah, let's turn down way down. This one?
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Your order from Barnes' bookshop.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow,
Basically,
life is
Family
infinitely
Guy
stranger than...
Well, life used your newspaper to
Has
wipe its
Cleveland and
posterior,
his whole family
so
in it,
after that
so
unpleasant
effectively
discovery
just
this morning,
combined.
I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can
Cleveland
deliver you
had his
something
own show,
equally
but it
tantalizing.
didn't do very
I
well,
have
so
just
they
returned
put
from
him
a
back
patient of
on
mine,
the other
Captain
show.
Stemley.
Family Guy.
Oh, no, that will not do.
Donna! The way he called out for us. Did you know Donna was wearing a wig? I mean, Donna, Cleveland's wife, she wears a wig. She wears a wig.
Really?
I think so. Cleveland, their son was gonna try to cut her hair, and then they found out. I think he found out she had a wig or something. I don't know.
Sorry. don't know.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell.
Like the man with your newspaper? I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson.
Cool, now I can...
Did you see what he was up?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect...
Can you describe the man?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin, they...
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Which way did he go?
Not sure.
All right. You earned your shil.
Thanks, Mr. Hunt. Get the Strand! Get...
Now, Mr. Holmes, murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows its part. To the game.
I had that this way though.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall. I should have worn something warmer.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Where you go? Let them know. Now to do this.
Mr. Barnes? A word. Oh, for goodness sake.
He is lost.
Who, Mr. Holmes? Golly, I did not see you coming.
Would you care to... Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with... Well, help yourself to a book, just...
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
I got the ladder.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre. Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby. The finest view London has to offer. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses.
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
A familiar spine. That's what I found in my dustbin. pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
And then choose. That do it. Did I forget something? Oh, the eye. Right? Okay. Jeez. Well, it's not telling me. Yes.
My condolences, Mrs.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything.
A lesson we all learn.
Prove evident. Let me put this.
One of these things is
Come again?
the cactus. Those fierce.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them.
I was under the impression.
Your guess is as good as...
And then this one.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything?
Why do you think
Are you suggesting...
it seems like...
Oh,
Are you familiar with Mr.
yes. No, not really.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I got... Actually, we once met briefly. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay. Okay, where am I going? Oh, this one, right? Okay, we need. So, I mean, why is acting so strangely? Mm-hmm. And then we need. I hate this. Go, back out. I'm quit. Dead flowers on display that we won't want? Oh.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Kind of needed to the other way. I forgot which way to do it because there was another way. Okay, well, what now? This is did all this. No, we'll turn to Mr. Barnes. He's over here, isn't he?
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy? Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Flett. You placed flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller. I couldn't read this morning's edition. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your
So, you know what happened then? It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory. Your clumsiness carrying the post is...
Oh, it's
I'll
true.
go turn it off a little
I
bit.
am useless with this sort of thing.
As in most things in life, truth, what is the worst that can...
That...
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read out.
You had an issue of The Stranded.
Well, naturally.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead. Yes, okay. Just give me the paper. Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to
We
hear
don't
from
need that on anymore, so let's take that off. No, we don't need that on anymore. How do you get rid of that? Somebody get rid of that, because we don't need any more of it. Okay, how do we get rid of that? We like take it off now. Do it. Unequip.
It was about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination
Go back
did
out.
seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain
One,
of it.
we gotta go to the manor.
Something you wish to say,
Or the
Doctor?
manor now.
No?
What'll be next?
Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me. I said I knew just the...
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is...
Alright, this way? I keep doing that. Why do that? That one?
Not much further now.
No, where are they? I don't want them in there while they're like that. Where is it? The other one at? Oh well, I'll just use this one.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last,
Sergeant Ruffles. It's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not...
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Cap.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in...
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written test...
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent
Ah, yes. Quite right.
Tell me about...
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yet.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside.
I take it this is the...
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security. Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my...
Chewing tobacco. Looks like a knee print. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them. Mutton chops, the remains of a meal. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, and not cold.
The ashes are long since cold. A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of hessian. Is Sten really so miserly? No air coming through it. Is this a taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small Navy spyglass.
Oh, hold on. Let's get out of the road first. And we need to go here. We need to... this one. Or is that just... that's not what we're saying.
Is this a taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Oh, it's a lake. Oh, it's a lake. Already there. Let's go out here first just a second.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
One though, there's like, there's only one, right? The one with the pin one on it, right? Okay, it's gonna be this one. Where?
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden. The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
gotta go back to him. Oh, we go back to him. Don't unpin that. You don't need it on, sorry. What do we have pinned? I don't need it on there. We have everything.
I will not be long, Captain.
What? Okay,
The door to your garden.
Yes, I have uncommon locks.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to...
and then the middle part, right? Middle?
Is this spyglass?
I don't recognize...
Could it be Kimahia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
And the other, which one is it? There's like two of them. Dream back up. Where's this one? Trail or the transfer parts?
Do you happen to know Kim?
I wouldn't have the foggy. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. This...
And then paint or this, right? Swing back, right?
Has Kimahia...
No. The man...
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he...
Did it? I hope so. What's this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one or something? So we got... I don't know, a lock, unusual. That one. Okay. Spyglass we got. Pack of. It's not gonna be in order probably, but I did. How about I don't know. Did I give it to him?
I will not be long, Captain.
Did I not do it? Did I not do it because I hate this part. I did. We're just gonna remember how to do it. This one's the statue, so we want to sitting down. It's inside them right here. there? No, it's right here. Yeah, it's right there. And then we got somebody else dragging them. It's gonna be like differently. It's not gonna be him. Gotta make sure it looks the same. Dragoning.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
After this, we'll stop. What do we need to be doing?
You'd best have found something.
I fear that someone may have... It appears they were watching for some time, as though...
And your point?
Third option is on there.
It's gonna be this one.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your...
I expect answers.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir. There are several explanations.
Cut to the...
I won't keep you in suspense. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more sound.
Now, hold on. All this simple...
I only arrived...
Every second you dawdle. I'm not interested in...
Truly, there is no better evidence. The point is...
Well, then you sh... And in the meantime, please teach your companion...
Evidence. What do we want? All those...
Are you joking? Why would I know this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent. Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent. Where on earth are you going with this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack.
Yes, I had to give it...
You're supposed to give me the key, but you're not doing that.
Why are you still here?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
What am I supposed to be doing then? Oh, so you did give him the key. That's a perfect place to stop. So we'll just stop here for now and we'll come back. I have other things I want to do, so we're going to save it. Save the game, even though it does actually suck. It does actually save. It did save, right? There we go.